Winter is here in Canada and we've had our first snowfall this week, and I figured it's time to bring out those beast mode fragrances for the winter. So basically fragrances with stronger compositions and fragrances with heavier notes like oud and leather and things like that. As always guys, there's no rule to wearing fragrances. I wear my fragrances anytime I want, just because there's no rule guys. And some of the fragrances on my list are newer, while some of them are pretty old and fragrances that I like to wear, especially around this time of the year. I have all these fragrances on my list today, and as always I'm gonna leave links down to where you can get some of these fragrances here in Canada and in the US. So if you want to find out what these 10 beast mode fragrances are for the winter, please don't go anywhere. Welcome back guys. Like I said, I have 10 beast mode fragrances here, perfect for winter. And jumping in right away, we go to the house of Amouage, and this one is called Amouage Interlude. Yes, I wear this fragrance mostly in the winter time and maybe in the fall season, and that's just for two reasons: the scent profile and how intense this fragrance actually is. This is one I like to wear in the cold weather, and this one I like to wear in the winter season. I like to wear this fragrance for two reasons: one, the scent profile, and two, the performance on this one. Yeah, this one is woody, it's spicy, it's smoky with notes like oregano, with pepper, with incense, with leather. There's oud in here, there's labdanum, there's patchouli and other notes. The complexity and the composition of this fragrance is one that's been successful over the years, but this scent here is not for everybody. Amouage Interlude here is definitely not a safe blind buy. It's one that's quite smoky, it's heavy on the spices. Even doing this guys, I can pick up that almost like a burning vibe here, like an ashy kind of vibe here. Yes, this one is resinous, so you have to enjoy resinous fragrances to appreciate this one. Interlude Man here by Amouage leans masculine to me. I don't think a lot of ladies might be able to pull this one off. I believe maybe there will be a few of them that might be able to wear this one, but it's such a perfect scent for the winter, and that's why it's on my list. So guys, that's Amouage Interlude at number 1. We move on to number 2. So at number 2, we go to the house of Unique E Luxury, and this one is called Kutay. Yes, Kutay by Unique E Luxury is a boozy fragrance to my nose here. It has the note of whiskey as the boozy note here, and it's combined with tobacco. I believe there's caramel in here, there's some cypriol in here, there's oud in here as well. But Kutay here is perfect for the winter time. The performance on this one is big, and it lasts over 12 hours on my skin, and sometimes even longer when I spray on my clothing with this one. And this is another fragrance that's not for everyone. Personally, it's not my favorite when it comes to the scent profile. I find something in this fragrance to be off-putting. I find something here to be really weird smelling here. But yeah, I get maybe it's the oud in here, but I'm not sure guys. But it's a perfect fragrance for the winter time. It's perfect for the fall season as well, and with this one a few sprays go a long way. Yes, this is another fragrance that leans masculine in my opinion, and it's perfect for this time of the year. And with Kutay here, if you like something like Ormonde by Nasamato, you would appreciate this one. They're kind of in that same ballpark. Even some people think this is a clone of that fragrance, but I think they're quite different. But yeah, this one does remind me of Ormonde, and if I had to pick between both fragrances, I would definitely go for Ormonde over this one. But yes guys, that's Kutay from the house of Unique E Luxury, another fragrance that's perfect for the winter time. And we move on to the next one. So coming at number 3, we go to the house of Orto Parisi, and this one is called Cuoium. Yes, Cuoium by Orto Parisi. So first and foremost, this is not a fragrance for everyone. Yes, this is another fragrance that's not for everybody. A lot of people might not like this one. And yes, I see the reason why. This scent profile is animalic, it's leathery, it's like smoky, like really smoky. So you have to really be into smoky fragrances to appreciate this one. It's also woody with incense and patchouli. I believe there's violet listed as part of the notes with this one, even though I don't pick up the violet in here. And cedar is also listed as part of the notes with Cuoium here. But like I said, you have to really enjoy smoky fragrances. You have to enjoy animalic, leathery fragrances with some earthy vibe to enjoy or appreciate this one. Yes, Cuoium here is intense. It's in your face with that leather, with that smoke, and that animalic vibe. But again, this is perfect for the winter time. This is a beast mode fragrance, so a few sprays go a long way with this one. And with this fragrance, you would get noticed. And I'm not sure if it's for good or for bad, because some people don't like how this one smells. Personally, I don't mind how it smells, and if I do a couple sprays, I'm okay. But if I go beyond 2 sprays with this one, I probably would not like it. Fragrances from Orto Parisi here generally are big, and you have to do maybe 1 or 2 sprays and you'll be okay. I have another fragrance here, Bergamask. I believe it's somewhere here, and 1 to 2 sprays of that fragrance is enough, and maybe in some cases more than enough. Like I said, this is definitely a hate it or love it kind of fragrance. Absolutely not a safe blind buy. This is one I recommend to try, get a sample, spend some time with it, and see if you need to get a full bottle. Cuoium here is perfect for the winter time. This one will last a long time, and this one will stand the cold of the winter. That's why it's on my list, guys. So guys, let me know if you've tried this one. I look forward to hearing from you in the comments below. We move on to the next one. And coming at number 4, we go to the house of Emirates Pride Perfumes, and this one is called Amber Belle Oud. Yes, Amber Belle Oud is another fragrance I can't wait to wear this winter because I got this fragrance in the spring. But yeah, what we have here is oud. It's ambery, and then we have that incense in here. So it's a smoky, woody fragrance, and one that has a little bit of sweetness from that amber here. And yes, there are only 3 notes listed with this one. We have amber, we have oud, and we have the incense in here. And Amber Belle Oud here is an intense fragrance. It's woody, it's smoky. And personally, I wouldn't even call this one an ambery scent because it's mostly the woods and the smoke in here. So you really have to like smoky fragrances. You really have to like oud fragrances because this one is quite heavy on the oud. But definitely a 10 out of 10 fragrance for the winter time. Definitely one I look forward to wearing, and one I know would be perfect for the cold weather. I wouldn't wear this fragrance in the heat. I wouldn't wear this fragrance in the summertime because I think this one will shine better in the cold weather. I find this fragrance to be listed as a unisex fragrance, and I see that, guys. I think this one here can be a unisex fragrance, but to me it leans slightly masculine. But in general, this is a perfect fragrance for the winter time. This is a perfect 10 out of 10 fragrance when it comes to the longevity and when it comes to the scent profile. And this is my favorite from all 3 fragrances I own from the brand Emirates Pride Perfumes. It's such a perfect scent for the winter. It's such a perfect scent for the cold season, and one I'm looking forward to wearing. So guys, that's Amber Belle Oud, another fragrance from Emirates Pride Perfumes I look forward to wearing this winter time. And we move on to the next one. Coming at number 5, we go to the house of Diptyque, and this one is called Oud Palao. Yes, this is a popular fragrance in the community. A lot of people know this fragrance, and what we have here is basically a rose and oud combo kind of fragrance with some added notes of tobacco. I believe there's a boozy note in here, and I believe it's rum that's listed in here, and there's some patchouli listed here as well, and I guess some other notes. But guys, this is another fragrance I like to wear in the winter time. This is another fragrance I think is perfect for the winter. Yes, I like this scent profile, and yes, it's intense, and personally I like the oud in here. It's a little on the funky side with that rose and tobacco, but guys, this one is simply gorgeous. And I'm a huge fan of oud and rosa combo in fragrances, and I own a lot of them, but this one is one of my favorites, guys. Oud Palao here is a unisex fragrance. It lasts a long time. It's perfect for the winter season, and that's why it's on my list. Oud Palao here is not a safe blind buy. I wouldn't recommend you to go blind buy this one. This is one I think you should try and see what you think. But in general, Oud Palao here is such a great scent. It's one I like to wear in the cold weather, and interestingly, this one has gotten me a lot of compliments. Yes, some people don't like this fragrance. Some people think it's too funky. Some people think it's a little bit too animalic. But for me, I think it's perfect, especially for my taste in perfumery and the kinds of fragrances I enjoy. So guys, that's Oud Palao by Diptyque, and we move on to the next one. So coming at number 6, guys, we go to the house of Xerjoff, and this one is called Indochine. Yes, Indochine is from the Oud style collection at Xerjoff, and this one is just beautiful, guys. One of my favorite to wear in the winter time, and one I mostly only would wear in the cold weather. Indochine here is one of my favorite from the brand, and one of my favorite from the Oud Stars collection. Indochine here is a perfect fragrance to wear in the winter time. It's one of my favorite beast mode fragrances for the winter time because yes, guys, this one is big. And what we have here is a combination of mango. We have some strawberry in here. We have oud in here. I believe there's caramel listed here, and I believe there's also musk listed here as well. Indochine here is fruity. It's slightly sweet. It's a little animalic with that barnyardy vibe in here, and there's some musky powdery vibe in here as well. And yes, this is another fragrance that might not be for everyone. The opening of this fragrance is quite heavy with the oud, and it has that barnyardy kind of vibe. But as the fragrance settles, the oud here becomes calm and other notes start to pop up. Indochine here is intense. You get 10 out of 10 performance with this one. You get 10 out of 10 longevity with this one. And this is another scent profile that's perfect for the winter time. Indochine here is a perfect unisex fragrance. A lady can wear this one and a guy can wear this one. Interestingly, I've gotten a few compliments wearing this fragrance, even though it's not mass appealing, even though this one is not a crowd pleaser. And that's the beautiful thing about fragrances. And some fragrances will get you compliments even when you think people might not like them. That's Indochine by Xerjoff at number 6. We move on to the next one. So coming at number 7, we go to the house of Ormonde Jayne, and this one is called Arabesque. Yes, Arabesque is another oud and rose combo fragrance, and yes, this one was love at first sniff for me. It's rose, oud, plus some spices. It has some earthy undertones, and there's saffron in here that gives off that leathery quality. Arabesque here is perfect for the winter time, and it's a perfect unisex fragrance in my opinion, and this one shines in the cold weather. It's a perfect fragrance for the winter time, and the performance on this one is 10 out of 10. And if you like that oud and rose combo in fragrances, you should maybe check this one out. Arabesque is on my list because this one lasts a long time. It's perfect for the cold season, and it's one I'm looking forward to wearing as things get cooler here in Canada. So guys, that's Arabesque by Ormonde, and we move on to the next one. So coming at number 8, we go to the house of Perfumes de Marly, and this one is Layton Exclusive. Yes, interestingly, Layton Exclusive was on my list, and it's one fragrance I like to wear in the winter time. Yes, Layton Exclusive here shines in the winter time, and I find this fragrance to be a beast mode fragrance. I've had my bottle here for a long time, and I'm not sure what batch this one is, but yes, mine is intense, and this one is a long-lasting fragrance in my opinion. And Layton Exclusive here is woody, it's sweet, it's powdery. I believe there's some vanilla in here, there's a watery accord in here, there's oud listed here, and there's some coffee listed here. And of course, Layton Exclusive here is a flanker to the original Layton, which for me didn't work. I used to own both fragrances, but I had to let Layton go because it just didn't wow me enough. Layton Exclusive here I find to be more interesting. Layton Exclusive here I find to be darker. Layton Exclusive I find to be more dense, and that's why I enjoy it. But yeah, it's a perfect fragrance to wear in the winter time. And I find Layton Exclusive here to be a unisex fragrance. There's a little bit of a spicy kick here. There's that vanilla in here. There's the woody side to this one. And then there's that coffee. The dry down on this fragrance is so sexy, and it's one I enjoy so much. But yes, Layton Exclusive here lasts a long time on me. I find this fragrance to be intense. And that's why it's on my list of beast mode fragrances for the winter time. So guys, let me know what you think about Layton Exclusive here. I mean, this is a popular fragrance. It's one of my favorites from the house in general, and I'm sure a lot of people have good things to say about this one. Yes, so that's Layton Exclusive by Perfumes de Marly, and we move on to number 9. Coming at number 9, we go to the house of Jovoy, and this one is none other than Private Label. Yes, Private Label by Jovoy is another fragrance I like to wear in the winter time because it's a beast, guys. Yes, this is an intense fragrance. This one is a beast mode fragrance that will last you a really, really long time. But what we have here is a woody fragrance. It has some fresh spices. It has patchouli in here. It has that earthy undertone. And this one also has some leathery qualities. One of my favorite fragrances from the entire brand, Jovoy, and one of my favorite fragrances from the perfumer Xerjoff. Private Label here is big, it's intense, it's bold, it's in your face, and it will last you a long time. And with Private Label here, you have to enjoy patchouli, you have to enjoy leathery fragrances, you have to also like woody fragrances. And with this one, there's maybe a little bit of a smoky vibe here to my nose. But yeah, Private Label here is a great fragrance for the winter time. And the longevity on this one is 12 hours plus. Projection is 10 out of 10, and the sillage with this one is 10 out of 10 as well. If you're looking for an intense fragrance that will pierce through that cold of the winter, this is the one, guys. Yes, Private Label by Jovoy is one of my favorite fragrances to wear in the wintertime, and it's a beast mode fragrance that would last you all day. So guys, that's Private Label by Jovoy, and we'll move on to the last one. So before we go to the last fragrance, guys, if you're looking to shop fragrances here in Canada or in the States, be it designer fragrances, be it niche fragrances, be it indie perfumes, clone fragrances, or even tester bottles, I have a link in the description below where you can shop some of these fragrances, and you're welcome to use my promo code PFC5 to get 5% off. So the last but not the least fragrance on my list is from the house of Electimuss, and this one is called Octavian. Yes, Octavian by Electimuss is a rose and oud combo fragrance, but this is not your typical rose and oud combo kind of fragrance. This one has an ambery side, this one has a spicy quality, and there's a little bit of a leathery quality here as well. Some of the notes with this one, we have saffron, we have pink pepper listed here, there's oud in here, there's olibanum listed here, which is like incense, there's rose, and there's an amber accord listed here as well. But yeah, this fragrance to me is the perfect fragrance for winter. It's the perfect beast mode fragrance. With this one, a few sprays go a long way, and this is one fragrance that will get you through the cold of the winter time. Octavian here wasn't love at first for me. I never really liked this fragrance in the beginning. It does have a barnyardy kind of vibe in the opening, but after a while, this one becomes beautiful with that rose and that oud. It has an incensey vibe. I also like the smoky vibe in here, and plus that ambery quality that's in here as well. If you like Portrait of a Lady by Frederic Malle, you definitely like this one. Octavian here I find to be a more dense, a more dark, a more woody Portrait of a Lady. So if you like Portrait of a Lady and you want something more, maybe you should check this one out. Yes, if you like a bold fragrance, if you like a dark fragrance, then you should check this one out. Like I said, this one is slightly skanky with that oud. Definitely that kind of settles and becomes beautiful in my opinion. Octavian here is one of my favorite from the entire brand. It's one of my favorite to wear in the winter time. It's a beast mode fragrance and one that will last you a really long time. I get 12 plus hours performance on this one, and sometimes up until the next day. And this one will last for days on your clothing. So guys, that's Octavian by Electimuss, another beast mode fragrance to wear this winter. There you have it, guys. Those were 10 beast mode fragrances perfect for the winter. So let me know some other beast mode fragrances you think are perfect for the winter time. I look forward to hearing from you. Guys, if you're new to my channel and you like fragrances and you enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel, and don't forget to click that bell icon so you get notified whenever I drop a new video. I'm going to wrap things up here. I'm going to keep things moving. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, guys, please stay safe and bye-bye.